Alright, let's cook. I am assuming this is working. Probably not actually. Hold up. Oh no. I think we're good. Are we rolling? I think we're good. There we go. What's up, boys? Welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. So I'm doing a split stream right now. I'm on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, right? So I just want to get this this chat setup going, make sure we're all good, and then we'll get cranking on the work for the day. How we doing, boys? What's going on? What is poppin'? Oh. Programmer juice is ready. Oh. Hits the spot. Hits the spot. It is a nice, lovely Monday at 12:47 p.m. You guys thought that I just abandoned you, eh? That I went back down to the store to grab some milk, never to return again. Nah, we're back. I've been hard at work on the video over the weekend, so I've just been scripting away at that bad boy. And I got like 3/4 of the way through, and I'm like, yeah, this video is kind of missing something, you know? It like doesn't have a nice ending. So that's what we're here to do right now, is give the video a good ending. It's on the teleportation system, so if y'all ain't familiar, I'll give you a little refresher in a sec. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it. Going to sleep soon. Sleep tight, bro. Well, I think the multi-chat thing is working. I can see you guys on YouTube, and I can also see you guys from Twitch at the same time. Is it working for the chat thing? Hold up, I can't see shit here. G'day from NZ, yo. How's my favorite country doing? Illusion Man, what's up, bro? Yeah, so those two messages are from different platforms. How fucking cool is that? And let me see if I can turn on like the like an icon for it. Yeah, look at that. How sick is that, boys? Got YouTube and Twitch up in this bitch. Ho ho, goddamn. We're so back. We are so back. All right. Let's fucking get to it, boys. Good night, Mercury. Drop shadow? Actually, yeah, that's probably not a bad idea, right? Let me see if I can get a drop shadow in real quick. Text shadow. Yeah, look at that. Are we readable now, boys? A little bit more. Off. On. Off. Go like, just like a little touch. Little smidge. That's a little bit better. Actually, look at this, boys. Ready? Bam. Easy fix. Put you in the dark corner. I very excitedly texted my BF who showed me your channel back in 2020 when we started dating that you were back. We're back. We're so back. Alright. So, little catch up. We've been doing some, if this is your first time here, guys. First time in the last week or so. We've been doing a few streams. So, I started off working on the portal system. And then we moved on to the rocky biome. And now today, we're going to get the game all prepped. Ready to ship for the next version. Since the last stream, the homie Corzin has been hard at work on some nice, sexy detailing for the base stone. So we've got this guy lighting up now. It's pretty cool. We can teleport around. There's also like a startup animation for it. It's pretty cool. Probably need to add some sound effects to it and shit. Watching both Twitch and YouTube for double the amount of Randy. Yeah, baby. Double trouble. How's the delay? Type 1 in chat, boys. One? There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty goddamn good. So, we're streaming through Caster Labs. Shout out. Fucking 10 out of 10 product. Way better than Streamlabs. Streamlabs can suck my dick. Charging a $20 a month subscription? Nah, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Funny story, by the way. So, I was setting up this stream for fucking 4 hours this morning, right? And I come across Caster Labs as a solution to my predicament of multi-streaming and having the Twitch chat, be YouTube and Twitch at the same time, right? So I'm like, all right, this is looking pretty cool. This is looking pretty cool. No silly OBS forks. I can get behind that. All right. So I signed up for a subscription. It's like $4 a month. Piss easy, right? Big W. And as I'm setting up the stream, I see the homie Caster Labs just message. I'm like, huh, what's going on here? Turns out the main homie Alex actually knows who I am, and just slid into the stream as I was setting shit up. So it's a pretty small world, dude. It's a pretty small world. That's so fucking random. I was just trying to get my stream set up. Anyway, 10 out of 10. Looks like it's working fine. So let's get cranking, boys. Let's get absolutely cranking. Is it better than raw OBS, sir? So this is like a middleman, right? So I'm still using OBS, but I'm streaming to Caster Labs, okay? And then Caster Labs is taking the stream and spitting it out to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Isto, what's up, my man? Pepsi Max or Coke? I'm neither, because it's it has caffeine in it, right? So if you're drinking that at fucking 5 p.m., you're kind of gonna fuck yourself up. So this is just a classic lemon soda. No caffeine, no nothing. Just something nice to sip on. Me and likey. Everyone, the thing you want to play slots? Oh, for the donors and shit? Let's go, baby. Do I need to pull down an update or something? Check DMs. Alright, hold up. What do we got? Gave up on trying to implement clever logic. Now I just use JavaScript. Lamau. Gang shit. Update your app via relaunching. Okay. Classic, turn it off and on again. Let's see how it goes. Oh, look at that. Oh, Alex, mate. Alex. You about done yourself. Goddamn. Man's an absolute shipper. Look at that. We'll have to wait for the thing to boot up and chat for refresh. 1 sec, boys. 1 sec. We're back. Are we back? We're so back. Chugging Monster Energy at 3 AM, and the first thing I hear during the stream is Rain discussing caffeine. Yeah. That's right, baby. If you knew the cursed things that I jumped through to get those placeholders working. Well, I mean, it's open source. Let's take a little peek-see. What do we got here? Man, I would mad props for being a web dev. I would. I mean, this is, yeah. This is fine. This is fine. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Belly web dev, Java has my heart. I mean, yeah, like, this is like an application interacting with the web, so it's like a little bit webby, you know? But you have the classic Java, import code dot blah 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 blah. I love that, dude. I love that. Line 67 is the real gravy. Where's it at? This guy? Again, I don't even know what I'm looking at. What is this? So we have a class. We're in a class. We're in the replace. Input, prefix, suffix, event, matcho. Oh. Okay. Cool. Anyway, so basically, what this is for. Wasm is kind of fucked. Love it though. Bro, I actually got a C project building with WASM, and then like I'm scripting like glue code, like generating the HTML and shit. And I had it working on a website. It's completely broken now. I have no idea where it is, but it was good fun, man. It was good fun. Pattern is the regex matcher. It basically isolates keys and evaluates them with 77. Nice. For every time I see regex, I run. That shit's in my nightmares. All right, let's make use of this lovely new feature that Alex just threw in over the last hour or so. My man didn't buy a mic. I did not Redux. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Alright, let me get this set up. Okay, so interesting. How okay. No idea what I'm looking at, but let's test this out, see if it works.
I like money.
I like money. The classic, boys. The absolute classic. Look at that. Takes 12 years for the JavaScript engine to fire up. Yeah, the boys. Okay, so basically what this is it's obviously alerts, right? But what Alex just threw in was like a little way of formatting it so you could put in like the dollar amounts. Earlier it was just like a single text message, right? Showed like Dingo just donated. But now we got the full suite. So if I send a test donation from Ko-fi, it should also have TTS as well. What do we got? Come on. Give it to me.
I like money.
Good luck with the integration.
Woo! Look at that, boys. Easy win. Easy win. Alright, what's that? We're ready to stream. Ready to rock and roll. Alright. We doing alright, boys? Twitch is going well. YouTube's going well. I hope. Okay, Twitch says unstable. I don't know. The bitrate is in the red. Is there anyone watching on Twitch right now? Can we confirm that the stream isn't munted? I mean, the bitrate's like at 5K, so it should be fine, right? I don't know why it's red and saying unstable on the Twitch dashboard. Should be fine. YouTube is all good. It says excellent. I think this is just a Twitch thing, you know? Maybe just refresh. Yeah. It says excellent. It was just Twitch being Twitch. Australia internet? No, we're in Thailand, baby. But the server's in Australia, so you know. It do be Australia internet. But no, we're 100% chill. Whether they said that was saying unstable, they said that above 6. Yeah, it was just bugged. I just refreshed it. It like didn't even show the stream preview. What's that? That way you can secretly push 8,000 without being the big boy partner. Interesting. But then like, if you push an 8,000 to Twitch, then without a partnership, they don't do the whatever you want to call it, downscaling or whatever, to people with bad internet. Or maybe I'm wrong. But we're a partner, so we're all set. That accent sounds half Australian, half South African, half American. What on earth is it? Bro, that's so strange. Transcoding, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, I think. I don't know. I ain't a web chat. Above 8 did they do the transcoding? Interesting. Alright, well, as much as I'd love to sit around talking about Twitch all day, we got a game to make, boys. Also, regarding the accent, I have no fucking idea, dude. I guess that's what talking to a lot of Americans kind of gets you, but I am Australian. As an Aussie, can you tell me what munt means? Bro, that's fucking munted, mate. Okay, the term munt means, say like that's munted, It's like, that's fucked up. Like, it's, you can just Urban Dictionary this shit, you know? Urban Dictionary munted. It's funny because I literally had the exact same conversation with my friends the other day. First, the property of an object or person as broken, ruined, significantly damaged, disfigured, or deformed, often to the extent that is not reversible or repairable. So yeah, that's pretty fucking munted, mate. Cooked. That's a good synonym right there. Good job, Murray. I read the cops asked me what country I was from when I've lived in Queensland my whole life. That's a rip. Okay. Attempt number 3 of not trying to get derailed by chat. So, the goal of today's stream, you'll see if you look up in the top left corner, we got 0.14.dev, alright? Our goal is to get rid of the .dev and ship this bad boy out to another 100 or so testers on Steam, so we can test out the portal system that we set up the other day. And I need that for the video because it's going to make for some good content. So, in order to get this shippable, we're gonna need to give some love to the stony biome, I think. Maybe. I have a whole list of shit actually. Let me just show you the board. So this is everything that I want to get done before shipping 0.14. We'll see if we can nut it out in like a few hours. I highly doubt it. It's gonna be more like 3 streams. Cursor? We don't have the cursor on screen? What are you talking about? Yeah. So, first up, the main things I want to hit on is the... Okay, well, I started calling this thing the spatial anchor. Oh yeah, look at that. Now we're talking. So, I want to change the recipe for the spatial anchor, because right now it's like 3 stone, right? Pretty cheap to just go and make as many anchors as you want to teleport between. And we kind of don't really want that. We want the player to make them... We want them to be special, okay? Because it's not every day that you'll be able to make a new spatial anchor for a new base to teleport to, right? So we need to boof up the crafting recipe. So let's figure out a way of doing that first. Let's just fucking sit down, boys. Do a little bit of brainstorming. Gather round. Let's storm our brains together, okay? As a collective. Eric, I'm doing pretty good, man. Each anchor costs exponentially more and more. That's an idea. A bit complex to implement though. We do want a fixed recipe, alright? So the way we can increase cost with fixed recipe is either just increasing the shit out of the quantity of the items, right? Or include items that are rare. And that leads into the second thing that I kind of had on the list, which was we'll put a rare material in the forest. Because right now there's no reason to actually go to the forest. To be honest, there's no reason to even go to the fucking rocky biome, aside from farming stone. In the forest, I guess I had these guys, right? These fucking weird-ass like stone shrooms that would grow rocks as like a workaround for the lack of pickaxe in the last few updates and stone. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just fucking get rid of that because, you know, cringe. I'll cringe. So let's remove that from the generation. Okay, in the forest stone shroom. Bye bye. Everybody wave bye-bye to the stone shroom. So I think I'm gonna replace it with like, I don't know, like a rare flower or some shit. I don't know. Something that the player can grow, because if the player can grow it, right, they can farm it. If they farm it, where do you want to farm it? At your base, right? So that adds like more things to the base, and the whole idea of these like spatial anchors for teleporting around was so that you could always get back to your base and keep expanding it, right? Because it's a base building game at the end of the day, and we just want players to, you know, keep doing shit like that. Game name, Arcane Survival. In fact, let's set up a command to link out the shit. Using the Caster Labs chatbot. TM. Let's see how easy this shit is. Someone from any platform runs !game. Reply with link to the itch. Oh yeah. Boop. Doink. Alright, boys. Are we there? Does it just work right out of the box, or do I have to hook up the chatbot? Holy shit. Look at that. Alex is a fucking god tier programmer. Bruh. Bruh. It didn't work on YouTube though. Rip. Or maybe there's a cooldown? YouTube bozos. Sorry, YouTube boys. It's working on Twitch though. Hang on. Sick fucker. Great name, by the way. Love it. There we go. Look, the bot works. Oh my god. Oh wow. Isn't that crazy? Barney, what's up, my man? Auto mod? Oh, true A. Probably got held by the auto mod. Let me suss. Let me sussy this bad boy out. I mean, maybe I need to like mod the bot. I think I did that, or maybe that was a different platform I was testing out. Anyway, we're just gonna pretend it works for now, okay? And we'll solve this another day. Make the Cast Labs account moderator via play something on YouTube. Yeah, alright, mate. Alright. What's the I guess I just do @Cast Labs. Should work. Oh yeah, it was the cringe icky Streamlabs that I moderated. That I added to the thinger. Alright, let's do !game on YouTube now, boys. What do we got? Alright, we're still fucked. That's alright. That's alright, boys. Oh! It worked! Look at that! There's just a little bit of delay. There's like a 2 or 3 second delay on it. Your YouTube channel doesn't have links for the Twitch channel, neither does your Twitter profile. Okay, that's interesting. Hang on, I'm trying to read chat now, but like when I scroll up and a new chat message comes, it like flips it down to the bottom, so I can't like hold it up the top. Is that a setting, I wonder? Don't think so. Is that a dolphin taco tattoo? Fuck yeah, baby. Look at that. Dolphin in a taco with a starfish. The homies. Or I think it has frozen now. I think it did hold. Sometimes it holds, sometimes it doesn't. Or maybe it's just because I didn't scroll up far enough. I don't know. Something like that. I think it does work. Patreon link doesn't work either. Could only find you searching Rennie on Twitch. Just trying to help. Thank you, Merlo. Appreciate it, man. I don't really want people going on the Patreon because there's like nothing over there at the moment. But the fact that the Twitch doesn't work, that I don't have a Twitch link anywhere, a little sussy. But it also does kind of make sense because I haven't been streaming on Twitch for like fucking ages. So you know how it be. Alright. Side quest done. That's the game name. Long story short. Okay, so we need to give like the player a reason to explore, right? New like materials and shit that they can go out and gather and come back with. That's kind of the name of the game here. Another issue that like I keep kind of running into here, especially if we're trying to not break people's world saves, is that when we're updating the game and we're updating the generation, I feel like I kind of want to delete all the chunks that the player hasn't placed anything down in, right? So that's interesting. That's not I don't know what's going on there, man. So I think I have a pretty good idea of how to do that, actually. Yeah, something just hit me. Something just came to me. Do. Why is it glow when it jumps? Hamza. Because magic. Yup. World regen for new updates. So I think like a caveman fix for this would be we pretty much just log a list of similar to what we did with the teleporters. Okay, that to do is done. Similar to what we did with the teleporters here, we keep a list of chunks that the player has placed something down in, that like they have structures in. Maybe. Because then we can just delete all the other ones and it'll just automatically kind of regen. That's kind of like a non-problem at the moment, though, because we can just ask people to delete their save and restart, you know? Like, that's... We'll put that bad boy down in the simmer pot for later on, alright? There you go, buddy. Sit tight. Alright, back to the main source. The meat. What are we thinking, boys? For a nice rare material. What do we reckon? I was thinking, like these trees. I plan on these being ironwood trees, right? So you know, let's just fucking do it right now. Instead of talking about it, let's just do it. Oh yeah, ironwood tree time, baby. So we'll start off with that, and you know, maybe we'll use that as a recipe somewhere, and maybe we'll just put like maybe 1 or 2 ironwood trees in the forest biome. Call it like an ironwood core or something. Each tree drops one. We'll see. I will not excuse myself. Okay, here it is. Alright, so this is the Rocky Rough file that Corzin's been grinding on. So we can take this guy and do some shit with it, I guess. When are you starting the next rewrite? Good question. Never. Hehe. Alright, that's a great bot. We need some mods, boys. We need some mods. What was that on? Was that on Twitch? I think it was on Twitch. One sec. Do. Bro, I don't even know how to ban. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, we did it, boys. /ban work from CL, but I'm not sure. Interesting. I'm gonna make you a mod while we're at it, Alex. How do I do that? I wonder if okay. How are you handling the commands in the concert chat? Are you just like relaying them through, or do you manually pass them? Because I did type /mod. Let's see if that just works. Oh yeah, it did. They have to be manually passed and converted into API calls. Oh no, dude. Oh no. Bruh. Homie is out here grinding. All first time streaming? Yep. This is the first stream ever. Nah, it's I'm a little dusty, okay? I'm a little dusty. What's a rare resource going to be used for? It's going to be for the teleporty stones, so that they're harder to craft. These guys. Yep, so let's get working on that real quick. Let's just fucking bang it out. I also want to pull these slimy guys in and have them automatically spawning. I think that's like the next biggest thing that we can work on. And we've got to make sure they despawn properly, because that's been a pretty big problem in the playtests. Okay, so let's work on this. This guy. Okay. We can crank out the drawing tablet, mate. Yeah, mate. Whip her out. Dust it off. That's really how you know I draw a lot. Currently trying to implement a randomized level up perk system. Struggling a bit. Well, I hope you figure it out, Mari. Okay. So, there's two things that I want to draw here. Number one is... Drum roll, please. Manual drum roll. Boop. I'm just gonna use placeholders actually. So I guess this guy will be like the core. Look at my perfectly round circle. Look at that. God, that's beautiful. Greetings from Argentina. Hello, fresh from Argentina. Okay, let's see. Ironwood core. That's what I'm going to call that one. And then this one is going to be the ironwood itself. Okay. So we also want to use this for some materials. I'm literally just going to draw a white square. If only there was a circle tool, yeah, man. If only. If only there were a perfect circle tool that we could use to draw a circle. Man. If only. That's a shame. Ironwood. Yes, and this one's just going to be called Ironwood, I think. So we'll export those two guys. Beep boop. Put them in the game. Okay, and now in the setup ironwood tree, we're gonna add in some drops, baby. Let's go. What's the variable called, boys? If only I had autocomplete, which I do. Harvest loot drops. That's the one I'm after. Okay. So we're doing an array add to this guy. I actually think that these are a flat array, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay. I have like a scuffed array add helper, which looks over a flat array and finds like the first empty element. Does like a mem compare for it to the default of whatever the type is. Pretty cool. Excellent vibes. Alright, so we're gonna add in a item ID, ironwood core, amount 1. No? Come on, man. What do we got? ID. Okay, it's just ID by itself. There we go. Okay, so let's add some loot drops. And then we'll just add in a bunch of ironwood. Can randomize this. Items have some sort of durability. The tools do, yeah. And you just don't stack them. Wario, what's up, bro? Welcome back. How have your years been, mate? What's been going on? What engine does your game running on? Runs on gasoline. Four stroke. I'm head to bed. Last thing that click my name in CL. CL? What do you mean by CL? The thing? No idea what you mean by CL, Alex. And Costa Labs. Like inside the Costa Labs chat doc that I'm doing, the whatever the fuck it's called. So I'm doing it, and it just shows up like a message history. Is that what you're talking about? That was it? Okay. Well, like, what are we trying to get out of that? Is anyone currently maintaining full coder? I think Alan's not doing it anymore. I think he's archived it or whatever. What are you listening to? This is Vibe. This is Brain FM. So, little cheeky Brain FM plug. I've been using this for fucking god, almost 2 years now. And it's goated. You just slap it on, and it'll just play like shit that you don't have to think about, right? I have an affiliate link somewhere, but I have no idea where. Hold up. Let me grab an affiliate link for you boys. I'll find it. But yeah, highly recommend, dude. Just grab like the 1 year subscription. It's pretty cheap, I think. Where are you? Brain FM. Where are you? Here you are. There we go, boys. 20% off with code Randy. Yeah. You get a Brain FM, and you get a Brain FM. That's link material right there. Still, boys. Command. Brain FM. I'll just do Brain. Affiliate link for 20% off. Cool. There we go. Gang shit. Alright, by the way, night Alex, if you haven't left already. There you are. Look at that, clean. Don't want to hold you, man. Get some Z's. Ew. 1:30 a.m. here. God. $70 a year, by the way. Is that with the 20% or is that by itself? Cause that's pretty worth it, I'd say. I mean, I paid for it. You can determine if it's worth it for yourself, I guess. I'm sure they have a free trial or some shit. Or you can just listen to this stream and listen to Brain FM through me, but then you get like a mad vocal of this Australian dude just talking random shit, you know? Yeah, let's go. Okay, so for the loot drops of the Ironwood, I think we'll drop like 3 to 4 something like that. Randy, what RAM do you recommend for custom game engine development? I would recommend RAM that has RAM on it. Okay, still not dropping what needed to be dropping. Kind of cringe. Resampling and making into rando lo-fi. That'd be kind of litty. NGL no cap. Randy, will the player spawn a sudden biome every time, or will it be random? Salem. That's a good question, man. That's a really good question. Good question. I ain't gonna answer it though. No, I'm just fucking with you. Right now, the way the biome structure works is like you spawn in the plains, and it's like it's really fixed. Like there's no random gen at all. Take a look at my super high tech biome procedural generation. It's just an if statement with some radius. It's just a big old fucking if statement, man. So that's the biome gen right now. Good shit. Why does it even matter? Bite Raptor. But were you the guy who asked the wham question? Dedicated wham. Can't even remember, dude. Everyone's name is just pink in this chat. Let me see if I can fucking change that. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Color users by user color. There we go. Easy win, boys. Easy win. Now we're colorful. Yup. Plan to get T480s for game dev. Bro, I don't fucking know. Just get like, I would highly recommend at least one stick of RAM. At least one. That's my 2 cents. Yup. You're overthinking it. Just fucking buy RAM. Who knows, bro? I don't know what fucking RAM I have in this PC. I just went on PC Pod Picker and just like found some RAM. Easy win. Are all trees the same damage across the board? Nah, we can... Oh, yes, it is static, Chris. It's like a single variable. But we can easily swap in whatever we want. Yeah, you can always download more RAM as well. If it ain't cutting it. That's a real answer, Griffork. Griffork. Are you like a griffin, but like a fork? That'd be kind of hype, dude. Yeah. Go to PC Pod Picker, look at the most popular fucking shit, and then just like grab that, and that's your machine. That's exactly what I did, right? Kind of like middle of the range build, gets the job done. Great for testing. Although, if you're using like Unity or Unreal, whatever, that's probably not a good idea. Because you're gonna need some fucking like NASA level computers right there to run those engines. Am I right or am I right? Need a fucking Threadripper just to hit the play button in Unity. It'll still take 3 seconds, but hey, it's better than 30, you know.
I like money.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, Arjun, thanks, man. Thanks for being the first to test out the new fucking donors. That's hype as shit. I love that. Brian really coming in clutch with the TTS read. Shout out to my homie Brian. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing, boys? Are we gonna like sit here talking about RAM? We're just gonna keep doing that for like the next couple hours? Oh, we gonna get some fucking work done, huh? Come on. Come on. Let's get to it, boys. So, I need to get these fucking things working, because they're not. And by things, I mean set up Ironwood Tree. So these loot drops, they should be doing the trick. The only reason they may not be doing the trick is if these are actually serialized, which they aren't. They're not serialized, okay? We're chill. Blaze, what's up, man? First time watching on Twitch. Yeah, why the fuck isn't this working? Ironwood tree. This is an ironwood tree, right? What we got? The fuck is it dropping wood? That ain't ironwood, that's wood. Okay. Ah, I know why. Notice that there's no drops in the oak tree either, because we're fucking hard coding this shit somewhere. We're not actually using the array. Where you at? He's here somewhere. Update trees. Here we go. Here we go. Yep, here it is. Yikes. Yikes. Why the fuck is this hard-coded? That's what I want to know. Oh, because we're manually dropping it? Guess that makes sense. Like one by one. We're not stacking them. We could make this functional though. Get entity drops. We'll turn an array of, I'd like to say item ID. But it really should be item amount. Item amount has the ID and the amount attached to it. Then that kind of go against what we're doing here. We're like looping through all of them and dropping them one by one and not stacking them. So we'll figure that out. One sec, boys. It's piss break time. Damn, boys. We got a Brain FM banger on our hands. Look at that. Congo. Good morning. Good morning, my brother. The bass line on this is just fucking... Actually, that's like... Could that be considered a bass line? I mean, it's the most bass of all the elements in the song, so I guess it's a bass line. Oh yeah. Second round of programmer juice. Now we're cooking, boys. Is that VS Code? Can you share the add-ons? Yeah, it is VS Code. No add-ons. Except for Vim, I guess. Did you decide against the tree cracks? Yes, I did, Arjun. I think we did. Back in the other stream. Don't know if there's really an alternative. Alright, get entity drops. So, we're gonna pass in an entity.
I like money.
Can't fucking
Keep
schedule me,
going.
dude. Thanks, Conga. I'm not used to that at all.
I like money.
Oh, another
Your
one.
streams are really nice to listen while fighting with open.
Opengle. He says it like I say it. Oh, me and Brian are so the same, dude. Fucking love Brian. Thanks, random guy. Appreciate it. Thanks to the 5 smackaroonies. And Conga as well, man. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks for the love, boys. Yeah, this setting is high contrast dark. There you go, Crop. A nice default setting for you. Or theme. Dark high contrast. There you go. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna make the drops functional. So we'll go like, we'll pass in. Yeah, we'll just pass in the entity. Why not? Why not, dude? Technically, we only need the archetype, but kind of just easier to pass in the entity. So I'll just do a fucking big old case statement, eh? case dot whatever the fuck we need. Alright, so let's copy this out, put it here. Nope, that's the Brain FM affiliate link. Nice. Alright, get entity drops case dot ironwood tree. Okay. And then we'll just do our thing. Okay, and then yeah, we'll just copy this. So like ID ironwood core. In fact, we don't even need to do this because this structure is pretty stable. We can just fucking run it like this. Ironwood random get within range. No. Random int range 3 to 4. Okay, so that's how we'll do the drops from here on out. No point chucking them in an array because that's kind of cringe. We'll just determine it as soon as we need it, I guess. Like, there's no real reason we need to cache it up front. So this will be the new system. This system is replacing the old yucky drops. State drops. Stateful drops in the entity. Nice. In fact, you could even pull one of these, eh? So like, as a default, we do that. Loot drops. Where am I using the loot drops? I'd imagine, no idea. Like in the death somewhere. Where are you being used? Me, no idea. Oh, here we go. Yeah, generic death. Spawn items at location. So instead of doing that, let's put one of these. Get entity drops. Think that'll work? You're from the Cook Islands, goddamn. For the notes standing from Kofi, switch voices. Can you even do that? I highly doubt you can. Or this is Alex talking. Is it? Because if this is Alex talking, then you absolutely can. But if this is not Alex and another Alex, then you can't. Know what I'm saying? What's IntelliSense like for Jai? Fucking interesting. Are you satisfied with Jai? Why not use JavaScript? Yeah, I'm not really fucking with Jai, you know. I think we should probably like rework the whole code base to be JavaScript. And probably streamline things quite a bit, you know. Everyone negative in my bank balance, that's so trolly right now. Rip. Alex, I thought you were going to bed, bro. What's going on here? Write in LLVMIR by hand. Yeah. Could do that, you know? Alright, good night, Alex. That's crazy that you put like a fucking, a thing in for the voice though. On the phone at the top of subfeed. Okay, that makes sense. Gotta scroll the YouTube before nodding off to sleep, you know, and then get stuck in like a 4-hour rabbit hole. And then before you know it, the sun is up. And mistakes were made. Okay, what do we got? So that should do the trick for now, I think. Like we'll switch to this system slowly. Because the less state, the better. Okay, so now in the tree. Here. Get entity drops. So that'll be drops. Question, how do you get work done while streaming dev? I've tried so many times and I just can't get in the flow and also pay attention to chat. So the trick here is that you don't get work done. That's the trick. Alright, so what I need to do here is take this array, this dog shitter array, okay? And we'll say split item array and shuffle. Split's probably a bad word. You are welcome, Nixius. Yeah. It's a trade-off. It's a trade-off between having good content and getting work done. You just gotta like toe the fucking line. Cause we've been streaming for an hour and 14 minutes and like I've done jack shit, man. Alright, Koba. Will you slap more music on your filthy Spotify playlist? Man's having withdrawals. I ain't gonna play any of this right now because the last time I did, the YouTube VOD got struck. It got done struck. There's one new one in here, February 12th, although it's not new, it was just me remembering an old song and realizing that it wasn't in the playlist. November 29th, that's it? It's kinda new, dude. The thing is, I have actually been working on playlists. I just haven't pushed any of my changes up to the big boys. Like I've got this guy. This isn't filthy vibes, this is kind of sauce vibes. Programming mix, this is kind of like a little bit of sauce, a little bit of filthy. Yeah. I can't play anything though, otherwise we're gonna die. Never unpublic them. I will not. Exodged. This is still Arcana. I can't play. Renamed to Arcane Survival. And the procedural terrain texture is not in. That was an interesting side quest. Alright. I'm just gonna call it Split for now and move on with my life. Drops. Okay. So we're splitting the item array and shuffling. So what we're doing here, split item array and shuffle, for lack of a better name. We are returning a new array. Okay, item amount. Okay, result. Can we do like an array copy? Array copy. Actually, no, we don't want to do an array copy. We just want to go. Okay, res dot. So we'll make it the temp allocator. We probably should like move that up to the coal side. I don't fucking know, dude. Who cares? Like I could just do this, right? Allocator equal temp. Like that's probably the way of doing things. It's kind of hard to tell that this is allocating memory from the name. Yeah, she'll be right. We just put like a split item array and shuffle. Like if we return a dynamic array, then we'll be like, oh, okay, you know, this guy's up to some shit. Okay, so we're gonna loop over the array, right? If the array, this is just fucking legacy shit here. So if the array.id, then we will go 0.array.count. Okay, getting somewhere. 0 or 1? Probably 1, right? Because if it's 1 to 1, then it'll be 1. But if it's 0 to 1, then it'll be 2. You know what I'm saying? Hello, why are you up at 3 a.m.? Don't know, I just kind of felt like it, man. It's pretty bright outside for 3 a.m. It's kind of how it goes. Are you supposed to find anything in a file that's almost 6,000 lines long? Well, I wrote the whole thing, so I kind of know where shit is. Okay, I take that back. I don't know where shit is, but I know where jump points are. So I have these little colon and then whatever I want to jump to, right? I have this littered everywhere throughout the code base. So every time I want to find something, it'll be a jump point. If I can't find the jump point, then it means I just haven't made it yet. So then I got to find what I'm actually looking for, which is like, okay, update trees. Which, you know, if you're here early, you probably saw me do this. This is a new addition right here. So instead, I was like, okay, well, I need to get the trees. I know it's in update trees, so let me like just search for that. So just go bang like that. Whee, boop. So yeah, that is how you find shit. If array dot if it dot id, it dot count, it dot item count, no, amount. Okay, now we're cooking. All right, so now we're doing array add on the res. Okay, so the ID is it.id, and then the amount is 1, right? So basically just like doing shit, you know? Yeah. Excuse me. What the fuck was that? Windows, what are you doing, man? You adding more shit to this computer? Adding more bloatware? Alright, so that should just break up the array. Yeah, I don't have a better name for this. Like, item, split, shuffle, break up. Yeah, good enough. Good enough, man. And then we'll return res. I'm just gonna force this to be a temp. Allocator temp. Cool. Okay. So that'll take the drops and do what we were doing here. Basically. Oh, okay. So we don't want to return item amount. We just want to return an array of item IDs. That's what we're doing. Because these are all going to be 1. There we go. Okay. And that should do the trick, I think. Now I just need to add in the trees here again. So case... Fuck is this? Where are the groups and cleavage? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This ain't the just chatting section. My bad. Does the game have achievements? No, not yet. Spread array? Spread 'em, baby. God. That's a better name, though. Spread. Okay, I'm gonna do something kinda sussy. And we'll go if en dot if the entity has the prop tree, I can't even remember what it was. Set up erk tree u. If it has the prop tree fall on death. Nah, that's way too sus, dude. We're just gonna pull one of these. Case dot arc tree. In fact, I think it'd probably be better to do this. Maybe. Yeah, kind of sus. That's right there. Like it just feels a bit more readable, and that way you can if it off as well. Like, doesn't that feel a little bit more readable, guys? Isn't that crazy? Down here, we'll do the same thing. Okay, for case, we'll go array equal en dot loot drops. Can't do that because that's not the same type. Alright, we'll just do this, return en dot loot drops. That'll work. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna copy these over. Boop. Port them to the new format. What do we got? Woodlog coming up. 4. What else we got? A random percent. We got, hang on, acorn. And then a random, no, 1 plus a 15% chance of doubling. I think is what I'm getting at here. And then we're good. We also can't forget to do the little shuffle at the end. Array shuffle. Boop. Cheeky. And just to be a good boy, I'm gonna reserve some space up front. 8. I don't know. Should do the trick. Yeah, nah, fuck it. Who cares, dude? Who cares? Okay. Now, we should be good. Yeah, look at those drops, baby. Yum, 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 yum. The yummy placeholder items. We've got the ironwood core and 4 ironwood. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. And if we go to the trees, let's hope that they aren't broken now. And they're all good as well. Everyone is happy and fine and dandy. Except for this guy. Because, no, we gotta do a case for these guys now as well. Birch tree. Through. Oh, the thing is, like, there's 4 different types of trees right now, and I'm definitely gonna miss one, and it's gonna ship like that, which is gonna be kind of fucking annoying. So we're gonna go back to doing the sussy thing that I said I wasn't gonna do earlier, but now I'm like actually gonna do it. Can't even remember what it was called again. Tree fall on death. So basically, if it's a tree, and we haven't defined the loot drops for it, we'll just fall back to doing this all the time. So this will just not work still. Sus. Alright, the default case is just fucking returning it. That's cringe. We can just do that. No. So then right at the end, okay, we'll do one more. We'll go if array dot count is equal to 0, which means we haven't added anything to it. We will return the loot drops. Wow, what an excellent, not at all convoluted system. Let's go. Okay, we got drops. That should work for all the types of trees. We're chilling. Even these guys. See? Told you there was a type that I forgot. There we go, right there. I don't know whether... Uh-oh. Oh, okay, this is biting me in the ass. 2675. Look away, boys. About your eyes. Can't seem to find the answer as to why you scrapped everything from the original game and started over. 'Cause I can. That's the answer. There is no real answer. Jai build times are so quick, I'm jealous as a C++ user. You get pretty fast build times if you don't use STD. Amen. Okay, so what's the problem here is I've decided to also make the sprite thing functional, right? And okay, so we're taking the archetype and trying to return a sprite. That's what's happening here. So we're trying to map the sprite, the archetype to the sprite, and usually they're the same name, right? So as a fallback, we can pull a sneaky. Get sprite from name, hey? Hey? Okay. If not sprite. That's gonna fucking assert. Come on, dude. Why am... This is, this is one of the first things I wrote, so I didn't really know how to do errors. I, put them all the way down at the bottom. We need this to gracefully not fail. Alright, we can just do get resource from there. Get resource ID from name. That's actually the one we want. Resource ID from name. There we go. Okay, so now if not sprite, then we'll do that little error check thing. If we still couldn't find it, then we'll fucking shit the bed. And it'll return 0. Still can't find it. Squeeze me. Squeeze me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Visual Studio, no man. Don't do me like that. What name do we got? Dead tree. We don't have anything called dead tree. Apparently. Dead tree. Alright, it's dead tree 0. Ugh. Yeah, this is fucked. Do you promote learning low-level programming? In general, no. It depends on your goals and what you want to do. Yeah. The reason I do it is because I know that I'm going to be making games for like a good couple of decades. So I think taking the time to like actually learn how to do things properly is going to pay off in the long run. And it's starting to pay off now. 8 years in. But yeah, be prepared to spend like a good few years actually learning what the fuck is going on if you want to go down that route. Yeah. Wouldn't recommend. Just go use Godot or some shit. I guess I can just like fucking do this, right? Cause it's dead tree 0, right? God, this is kind of yucky, but it is functional, so there's no state being stored. Maybe we do kind of want state in this situation, though. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Every time I turn up, turn up. It's in time to see wrapping up the stream. Nice. Well, we're just getting cracking, baby. Ever worried there's too much to learn, or are you able to gauge what you need to know at a minimum? Well, yeah, there is too much to learn. Like, there's too much for one man to do, right? Which is why I'm slowly stepping away from it and finding other people who want to just tackle all the engine stuff for me. Because I like sitting at the kind of game design level and just making games and like using the engine. I don't particularly enjoy writing the engine. Sometimes I do, sometimes I'm in that mood. But most of the time it's like I just want to be sitting here doing design stuff. Yeah. Why do we have a dead tree small and a dead tree? Am I hitting the edge of the biome and rendering the... Yes, I'm hitting the edge of the biome. It was trying to load in some of these guys. Right. This isn't the dead tree I was thinking of. God, this is interesting. So if it's the dead tree archetype, we want to do a scope random seed, right? And we want to go if random ball bear with me sprite. What am I doing here? Dead, oak tree dead, and birch tree dead. Sprite equal birch tree dead. Okay. So we'll randomly pick one or the other. There we go. Problem solved. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna keep doing it this way because it's like sometimes we do actually want more complicated things than just like these. Like this rock deposit. Sometimes we're trying to pick like a random variant on whatever archetype we're rendering, so you know, sometimes the name doesn't match up perfectly. So yeah, good enough. Good enough, dude. What's the engine missing in its current state? The stops you spending the bulk of your time at the design level. Nothing. I am spending the bulk of my time at the design level right now. But there is stuff missing in the engine, right? So it's like, there's always stuff missing in the engine. That's the thing. So it's kind of like a full-time job to do that. Like ideally, I would have someone doing all that stuff. And a good example is I've actually got like a I redid the website the other day. If we go into the open positions, rainy.gg/work, engine programmer. Here's like a list of things to do that, you know, I'm just not doing because I'm kind of in gameplay mode and I'm kind of just pushing it off to the side for either future me to sort out, or if one of you guys are looking to help a homie out with some engine programming, then yeah. So like CJK support, localization. Like I have a pretty cool way of doing this actually, I think. Localized. So this is going to be the system. Every time we need something to be localized, we just call this, wrap it, and then we have like the English thing that I want to say, right? Name Jeff. Viker, thanks for the sub, my man. I have no idea where that's from. That's a... Oh wait, that was a gifted sub. Thank you, Tech. Thanks, Broski. Yeah, so we just wrap it in here. It'll be constant. So at compile time, what I want to do is I want to go through and just like find all the places where I call this, grab this string, feed it into... I can't remember what the translation site's called, but there's a site that does really good AI translation. DeepL. And then translate it into fucking absolutely everything. Cache it. Yeah. So, that'll be fun. So that's like one example. Another example, multiplayer networking by Steam. Yep, I do want to add multiplayer. I'm kind of tossing up between adding multiplayer and not adding multiplayer. I'm like halfway there right now. Better font rendering. That's another thing. Just reworking the entire renderer in general. Something I'd love to do. Text boxes for the UI. I don't have any text input widgets at the moment because I just haven't been bothered to do that. That would be cool. Then it would be like a big chunky boy. Control support. And yeah, better renderer abstraction. So that's like a handful of things that I'm not doing right now because I'm kind of in gameplay mode. But yeah. Still in Thailand? Yes, I am. So, long story short, I can't even remember what the original question is. Alright, is there ever too much to learn? Yeah. I don't know. Like, it just depends how long you want to spend on it, right? Like, if you want to spend like decades and decades kind of just like doing everything yourself, then yeah, go for it. But I kind of want to speed things up a bit, so... And that kind of means like me spending the time where it's best spent, which I think is in the game design and like actually making the game good, not the engine stuff. You know, I've been kind of doing that for like years now, and I've gotten good enough to the point where I can ship something. Like again, it's far from perfect, and it's like never actually gonna be finished. It's just one of those things where it's like you just constantly iterate on it. So it'd be good if I could just clone myself and have like a second copy of myself fully dedicated to engine programming and like doing that to the best of his ability. So yeah, I'm taking a piss. BRB. Yeah, we do need some elevator music. But the audio buzz does also kind of like hit different, so I don't know, dude. It's a bit of a toss-up. Just submitted for Indicate in the nick of time. How are things going over here? Things going good, Alf. Things going good. And what's up? Long time no see. How's it going? What is JAI files? Well, Sandy Lee 334. JAI files are for the JAI programming language. They be JAI. By the way, on your website, you should have a direct link to Arcane Survival. Honestly, I don't want people buying the game. I don't want people buying it on itch, because it's like kind of shit. And I'm not in a spot where like I immediately need cash right now. I was, which is why I like originally put it up there. I was like, yeah, let's you know, make a bit of cash so I can afford rent, right? But now it's like, yeah, I think we're kind of chill, so I don't want people really buying it. Like I would rather plug wishlisting on Steam, but I don't even have that on the website either, so it's like, uh-oh. I mean, I kind of do. Well, there is actually a link to the game. I stand corrected. It's buried in here, though. So I should have a link to wishlisting. But I'm kind of like fumbling the bag, you know what I'm saying? Big L. Okay, let's get back to it, boys. The Steam wishlist, yeah, right, spaghetti, right? Okay. Let's see. So what the fuck am I doing? Kinda got ironwood. Okay, cool. That's what I was doing. So, out in this guy, We don't have any trees left, which is kind of cringe. So I think it'd be kind of good to implement a regen. Am I crazy? Should probably implement a regen. The world is going to stay flat. 1D game design. Getting control support of the game as well? Eventually, yeah. It's on the engine to-do list. Thoughts on Rust? Don't have any. What is he working on? Good question. Right now, we are working on... so you see this spatial anchor thing, right? Teleportation system. The recipe is 3 stone. Kind of cheap. We want to beef it up a bit so it's harder to craft. So the player doesn't make like a million of them. And it's like a special occasion when you make it. So to do that, we need to make more rare materials. To make more rare materials, I need to actually figure out generation properly. Right now, it's pretty fucked, pretty random. And sometimes the materials just won't even spawn in the biome, like what's happened here. I mean, it did spawn a tree. Oh, look, there it is, right at the edge. Clutch. I'm now starving to death. That's cool. Yeah. So maybe like having like a little debug button I can click to regen it would be cool. Whilst keeping the existing structures. Ooh, actually. I wonder. Because the point of regenning is so we can upgrade people's save files, if they're playing the game, right? Because it's in like kinda early access on itch, and it'd be nice to not break people's saves so they can keep coming back and just playing from where they left off instead of restarting. So we could do a thing where we say, hey, we'll mark all the entities with like some kind of flag, which is like the player place these down. Okay, don't destroy these. And then we just do a pass over the entire world file. Right? Load up everything. We'll just go through and delete everything that is not marked as player placed. And then regen everything. I don't know. That seems kind of complicated though. Seems kind of sus. Looks like a mix between Noita and Terraria. Yeah. Terraria's big inspo. Terraria, Valheim, Kingdom. Oh. Do we need world regen? No, we don't. We don't. We don't really. Kinda do, kinda don't. So let's move on to the actual problem. The actual problem is we don't have a rare resource we can put in the crafting material. So we could use this tree. What happened there, I wonder? Ah, I think I know. Okay, if array.count equals 0 and we have the prop, we'll do that. Okay, cool. The alternative is we keep like a, for the chunk regen, we keep a list of all the chunks the player has placed stuff in and then delete everything that isn't those chunks, which would probably be faster. Yeah, look, it would take like 5 minutes to implement. Let's just do it. Caveman program. Let's go. Come on, boys. Let's go. Placed chunks with structures. Chunk. Okay. Oh, we need a regen as the user loads it? Yeah. Your NeoVim setup almost looks like VS Code. Almost, Marker. I would actually love to use NeoVim. I tried the other day. I didn't get very far. Not very good support for Jai at the moment. I wanted to get True Sitter working, but I kind of gave up. Okay, chunks with structures. So now, kind of want like place item. Whenever we place an item, which we do on the sim, place item. There you are. Okay. If entity has prop, what prop? We could even work this into the game design, right? Like, so if the player wants to regen the world, they can like use an item or some shit. I think someone said that earlier. I think that might be a good idea. John uses Emacs. I mean, I don't care about Emacs though. I want NeoVim. I don't really care about like the movements. I care about like the environment, you know, the vibes. Like as far as like actually using the editor, I can use Vim. Like I can use NeoVim.
My name is Jeff.
But yeah. Name Jeff. AFG. 3 months. Thanks, bro. Wait, did you just subscribe for 3 months, or is this your 3 months worth of subscribe? I am confused. Prime has some videos on NeoVim? Yeah. I fuck with them. Hard. What do you need to reload the map for? Like to regen resources? Yeah, so like when the biome gen changes, like I've updated it into a new version, we want the player to be able to like regen it. Subscribe for 1 month. This is my 3rd month in total, I think. Oh, that makes sense. So you've been on the stream before, and then it's just like a 3rd month total. So it's not like in a row. That would make a lot more sense. Because I was thinking, like, if it's in a row, then like you subscribed 3 months ago, and like I wasn't even streaming, so that would have been very confusing. So if it has a prop, I think what placed by player is the prop. Yep. Then array add if unique to the good old classic chunks with structures. Context.world.chunks with structures. World to chunk en dot pos dot x. There we go. So now we should have a list of chunks with structures in them. We'll see. Alright. So we'll place this guy down. Boop. Now if we inspect the world save. Why do we have a save.txt in here? This is so old. Version 12. Man, what a throwback. Classic. So in the worlds, in this folder, we should have the chunks of structures 25. Yeah. So the 25 chunk has a structure. So that's our way of saying, don't delete this. The players put something in there that they care about. How much do you get done in and out of stream? So this week I think I'm gonna stream like every 2nd day or so I'm probably gonna be doing like a bit of programming in between. Usually it's just me working on boring stuff. Yeah. So to answer your question, I don't really know. Okay, so now I've got the chunks of the structures, right? We'll make a little message, regen world. Now, where do we put this? We like down here maybe. I really don't like this message system. It's kind of pissing me off. Pray to the world gen god to regen the resources. Yeah. Ship means release for testing. Can't see any releases of this piece yet. Ship means ship. If you go exclamation point game, that's up on the edge. Also means testing. Like basically play testing. That's pretty much what we're doing right now, right? Alright, what you're trying to get at ship means release. Is the underlying thing in your question that you didn't understand what ship meant? Because I can see that being the case. That's kind of like a thing I take for granted. Maybe I should like stop using that word. Slamming fish. What's up? Oh, it's cooking good looking. I'm talking about a bird, yeah. Okay, alright, let's regen this shit. So now this gets a little tricky because it's like, okay, are we currently, do we have a world? Like, what's the go? I'm gonna say we save the world first, right? Assuming we're in the world. Save world. What if we're not in the world? That's my next question. Okay, I tell you what I would like to do, and just not have it be cringe, is just write this as a function called regen world, right? So first we save the world. And the world is equal to the context.world. Okay, save world, world widget chunks, get world path, get player chunk, yeah. All this good stuff. Right? So now we saved it. From there, we zero the world. Okay. Which... world 0, sorry, my bad. Shouldn't really get on top of those names. Alright, world 0. So now the world is 0. Okay? So at this point, we've unloaded the world to disk, and we've got a completely zeroed out state. Okay? So, we can operate on the world file. Oh, okay, first we need a cache. We need to figure out our world dot... need to grab the chunks with structures. Key chunks. Array copy. This guy. Yep. The allocator, we'll just use the temporary one. Okay. Alright, so now we've got the key chunks. Cool. So now we're going to run through the world and delete everything that isn't the key chunks. To do that, what will we do? Chunk file path, world path. Get world path. Just need to up here. Cool. So that'll give us the path. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to get a list of all the files in the path. So file list in the path. What do we got? And we return a string array. So files. We're not gonna be recursive because we shouldn't need to be. Okay. We'll also just make this have the temporary allocator. In fact, I think we usually just have the temp. I don't know. Anyway, files. So we loop over the files. And we're just gonna log them for now. Just to make sure we're on the right track. Okay, so we want to regen the world. Come back to this. Oh, we kind of need this. Alright, so this is the whole thing, the whole fucking annoying thing about this messaging system. I have to do messaging because, like, there's a user thread and there's a simulation thread, and we gotta, like, toss over some shit without, like, being cringe. But, like, in situations like this, it's like we're literally just trying to call a function on the simulation from the user. So the user is like, debug. Right. So we just want to press a key here. If key pressed, I don't know, Alt V, something like that. No. What's a good key? I love how I've just got a bunch of key presses. We could make it a button. Yeah, Alt V, who cares? Key pressed. Key down. Okay. So at this point, you know, we're just doing the old kind equal. Like, we're just fucking repeating ourselves and just passing it down in so many spots, and it's kind of infuriating. So I want to try and fix this. I don't know why I did a plus. Oh, my bad. World allocate. Need to automate this maybe, because I keep forgetting to do this. What is it? World dot What's the fucking array called that we had, boys? What was it? Chunks with structures. There we go. Alright, now you shouldn't crash. Cool. Alright. So now when I press, what was it, Alt-V? There we go, we list off all the files. Cool. Step in the right direction. So now, what we want to do is grab the file name, or the stripped file name, file path. There's a bunch of helpers in the string module. Path file name. Okay, so now we got the file name. We basically want to pass out the integer of the chunk, right? Just from the file name. So we can do that by like split from left, file name, separator is that. Found left, right. Okay, so then the left will be our thinger. String to int. I wonder what happens when this breaks. Like technically that would just work, I think. So chunk. That's the chunk, right? Then we just log this. Okay, I think that should work. I'm curious what happens when it doesn't. We just got 0. So we'll just say if found. That'll work. Now, how do we tell if this is like actually what we want though? Like if it's valid. Success. Oh, it has a success. My bad. Cursor not equals 0. Alright, I'm just gonna trust that success is chill. Renamed that as suck. Oh yeah. If suck. Okay. Should be good. Alright, so now we are listing out all the chunks that we've got saved out to disk, right? Now we just say if chunk array find. Yes. Key chunks. If we found it in this array, if we didn't find it in this array, delete file, delete file, delete. Yep, there we go. File, delete, file. Yeeted file. Okay. And then we've yeeted the whole file thing, right? At this point, at this point we can just like load it back up. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. You can make this entire game better in Unreal or Unity in a couple of weekends. Yeah, sure you could. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, and then we just load it back up. And then we should, like, that should be the whole thing, I think. Oh. So then we just go world load, and that should do the trick, I think. We'll see. So, remember the truth. If we run this, it'll delete all the chunks around us, but not this chunk. Look at that. Easy clap. Easy clap, boys. So now we can safely regen the world without fucking up the player's save file. So, you know, say we've pushed some updates, we've been grinding, adding in content, there's some new content. When you load up the world, it's gonna just fucking regen all the chunks that you haven't placed stuff down in. So that's pretty cool. I'm still just kind of assuming that that works, though. And there isn't a bug. It looks like it works. How do we know if it actually works, though? I don't know. I don't know.
I like money.
Cheer 100, good on you for staying so committed on this project for so long. Props, mate. Keep it up.
I'll do just that, Tech. I'll do just that. Yeah, like, I kind of want to see if there's an easier way of me doing this whole fucking thing. Of like, hey, I want to like call this function. Call this on server. Right? That's what I want to do. I don't know how I would pass params though if I were. So let's say I'm like doing that. Yeah, I have no idea how I'd pass. Well, I guess you could just do like a... You could feed these in as parameters. Do some Jai shit. I would have to brush up on my Jibal studies. I would have to significantly advance my Jibal studies for this. Probably take a good couple hours to do. And I don't have that kind of vibe right now. So we're gonna keep doing this. Like the issue here is like I'm passing down this message user to sim message, right? Regen world. So that means, you know, I'm typing out a function. Instead of just calling the function, I've got to make a message, right? To make a message, I've got to type this out, and then I've got to add it to the enum, and then in the simulation call site, I've got to receive the message and then call regen world, right? So I'm sure there's a way I could like abstract that to make it automated, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think this whole thing is kind of munted. It's like I've done multiplayer, but I haven't actually done multiplayer. I've like half done it. All the constraints aren't in, and I don't even really know what I'm working with. So I need to choose. I need to either like actually go and sit down for a couple weeks and figure out multiplayer, or say no, we're not going to do multiplayer, and then just get rid of all this messaging stuff, merge the two fucking user and sim back into a single main loop, and just operate on the functions without any multi-threading. Operate on the state without any multi-threading, right? So I need to make a decision here. I'm like in the middle of making a decision. That's why it's kind of cooked. Yeah. Let's get this running on startup. So when we go world load, we need to like test for the version straight away. Are we even serializing the version? I don't think we are. Alright, I guess that's how I can tell that it's working. Because if we just stand still and just delete this, it's not going to save any chunks yet. We exit out of that. There we go. We just have the two chunks. So everything else got deleted except the two ones that we need, which is exactly what we're after. Yay! Scrap multiplayer, drop the game, start a new game. Oh yeah. That's the cycle right there. Do you need a multiplayer on release? No. Like for the next couple months, working towards the demo for Next Fest on Steam. No. The thing is, like, the longer I keep working on this code base without deciding and going all in on multiplayer or not, the more tech debt I get myself in. The more of a refactor is on my hands later on, but yeah, I don't know, dude. Wow, is that D Randy? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Do. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just I literally have it on the board down here. It's a decision in the simmer pot. Fuck off the multiplayer idea, or do a basic project with networking so I can get a feel for it and then port it over to this game. Yeah. I don't know, dude. We'll figure it out later. Alright, what are we actually doing? I've gotten so sidetracked. I did fucking world regenerating. Jesus. World load. Okay. Load world state. So this loads up the world state, right? Wow, crazy. Before doing any of that, I need to just load the version and then do a switch on that. Version. So we're not even serializing out the version yet, which is cool. Awesome, love to see it. Can I even deserialize strings? I don't know if that's working. We'll see. Do. We could put the version into here, into the name, so we don't have to load it. How about that? Kind of cringe though. Oh, we do. We have the version. Oh, we're manually writing it, of course. Of course! Whoops. Interesting. Ah, here we go. Okay, so if the version is not equal to the version, you know what I'm saying? Regen. We want to regen the motherfucking stuff. Yup. Yup. So I want to do this at the end after we've got what we need. Okay, so this is us loading a player's thing on disk, right? So now we've got context.world. What? What's the fucking thing again? Chunks of structures. Chunks with structures. Okay. Just gonna yoink this. Path. World path. Yep. Okay. Where we find this guy. Okay. So if we load a version that is different, we're gonna regen it. So let's see if that works. Okay. Let's remember what this looks like, guys. Okay. Take a mental screenshot of this. Now, change this. We'll just fucking do that. Uh-oh. We deleted the fucking the chunk the player's in. Uh-oh. We're fucked. That world's gone now. To improve your save system, I recommend checking out LBP. Do you have the article link, Ustats? Seems cool. Definitely want to get away from this text format. Thank you, Ustats. Actually, I think I might have came leave it at that. I think I've come across this before. Oops. Holy shit. Paste the link, please. No, I haven't come across this. Alright, this seems like a non-object oriented derivative of what Gaffer did. This. Kind of. Like it hits the same path. How'd you go with it, Eustace? Did you get like dynamic arrays and shit serializing out? Yup, nice. Did you put in a module or did you just fucking caveman it? Because I would like to see your code so I can yoink. So that seems nice. I want to take a little peepsy, see what the see what it feels like, you know. Cause what I got right here definitely ain't it. Anyway, how do we solve this fucking problem? We could serialize the player in the world file instead. Don't know, dude. Last time seen a language called Jai. What do you use it for generally? It is for games. But yeah, you can generally use it for whatever you want. Koi has a great answer to that. Autism. I agree, Ricardo. I agree. Well, this stream has been interesting. I set out to do this and didn't do it. We've now spent the last hour rat holing on world regeneration. That's lovely. That is quite lovely. And now we run into this issue. We could simply just say, hey, don't fucking make sure we don't delete the player. Anyone but the player, bro. Come on, man. Oh. I don't know, because we just delete the whole chunk. Like I said, we could move the player entity into the world. Which would make a bit more sense. Don't really know. For now, the easiest fix is just gonna be, hey, and chunk not equal to player chunk. Like that's like the simplest fix to do. Make the player be in the world.txt so we can delete his chunk for regen. But now this world file is completely balked. Fucking balked, mate. So we're just gonna, you know, put one of these, turn it on and off again. Awesome. Beep. 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 Okay, let's take two. What do we got? Save it out. Now we will load her up. Refresh. All right, this is an old version on a player's machine. We are upgrading to the new versions. It's got fancy world gen and shit, man. Crazy. And we deleted all the chunks, and I think it's good. I think we're good. It's kind of hard to tell, but we did say yeeted in the console, so I think we're good. I think we've got automatic world regen working. Let's find like I could screenshot it, but come on, man, I just can't be arsed. Can't be arsed. Okay, let's place you here. Alright. Mental screenshot, boys. Beep. Yeah. That's a regen. We did it. Pats on the back all round. Push her up. I did a lot more than regen in this, but that's okay. Beep. Iron wood placeholder stuff. World regen. Now, this is not foolproof. Not foolproof. Thank you, Eustace. Sort of caveman, it should be put right into the project on import as a model so you can implement zero's function for your types. Here it is. Thank you, sir. Me likey. You did this just for me? How kind. Got an example and everything. Man's a fucking machine, look at that. This is awesome, thank you so much, dude. That's great. Let me, yoink. I'll have a look at that next time I want to, unfuck the serialization. Okay, what was that fucking to-do I had down here? How... You guys remember the start of the stream how I said, world regen for new updates is going in the simmer pod and it's not important and we're just gonna do it later? Well, I take that back. This is my stream. I do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. Even if it is going on a tangent that isn't 100% core. And it's kind of funny because when the players from the last version upgrade to this one, A, I'm sure I've broken something at this point already. But B, if I didn't, this wouldn't work because we don't have the array of the chunks that they've placed their stuff down in, so their base will just get fucking yeeted. From 1 to 10, how you doing? I'd say solid fucking 7.5, man. Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Well, your game have no Steam page. We do have a Steam page. Let's get a command going for that. Man, I had a short link for it. It's fucking going now, though. I think we can make a short link by going s. Oh, here it is. There's the link. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Guys, it's a secret. That link didn't work. Did that link break or? Fine, I'll fix my spelling mistake. Why doesn't that link work? There's another game called Arcane Survivors. No! The Vampire Survivors clones. They're fucking me, dude. Fucking me. I don't know, man. I don't care. If people want to find the game, they'll find it. Even if it's number 2 on the list. Yeah, that link didn't work for me. It only did the first one. Or maybe that's just like a local thing. I don't know. Should be right. Should be right. Alright, let's push this up. Scoop. Scoop. Boop. Nice. Oh, it's 3:30. I've only been gone for like 3 hours so far. Nice. Got another good hour or two in me. Let's get it. Alright, now that that's done and dusted, let's get back to the main event, shall we? Oh. We've got to fix that elsewhere now. Down here. Player chunk is what exactly? Get player chunk. There we go. I've broken this save file as well now. Okay. Are we Gucci? Are we gonna die? Boop. Alright, we're chill now. Can unload chunks willy-nilly. Or regen, sorry. Alright, let's get this going. The shipper mindset. Is Randy blessed with it? Hey, it's taken a good few years, but you know, I think I do be a shipper now. So let's finish off this version. Spatial anchor cost. So we've got the rare materials. All right, let's just fucking keep walking out to the biome. Keep walking out. Just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking. Eating content while I consume some nice Randy content. Fuck off, Terry. Suck my dick. Nah, mom, I'm just joking, man. I love you, Terry. Is this boop sounds comes from my BIOS or video? I don't know, dude. Terry, how's the card button going, dude? Do you be button? Do you be button the cards? What happened to gun run, man? Huh? Makes sense. Use some fuel to teleport if enabled. Yeah. I was gonna add a mana bar in at some point. And we could just fucking like use that or some shit. I don't know. Added good content today. Now we're talking. We in content mode. Speaking of, gotta find one of these fucking big old trees. Yeah, come on. Give me that tree juice. That succulent tree juice. Yummy, yummy, yum. Okay. Now that we got the trees, ironwood core. We could literally just use that as a recipe for here, and we could check this off. How easy is that, boys? How easy is that? So let's head over to... Bro, I'm like actually pissed off that my code base is split into 3 files now. Like, it makes me angry. Like, I can't just search the one file. I gotta like think about it, you know? It's fucked up. I'll make gun run content just as soon as I make a totally different fucking game first. Yeah. Let me go add controller support. We need Rumble support real quick, and then we'll make content. I have been busy, Tensor Wizard. I have been busy. I use ChatGPT a lot, yeah. Yeah, like fucking daily, dude. Game's looking juiced. Yeah, kinda. We did a bit of juice on the mining the other day. So we got the cracks going on. Nice particle effect. Sound effects could use some work though. So what I'm trying to find is the fucking the drops. Get entity drops. That's what I'm after. Drops. Cool. So what was I just about to do? I was about to do something. No, I'm not after the entity drops, I'm after the entity recipe. God fucking damn it. Ironwood tree. Tree. Where the fuck the ironwood tree at? Set up ironwood tree. There we go. Okay. Recipe. That's not where it is. Recipe is... Oh. Bro, my brain's starting to get fucking fried. I just checked 3 different spots. Completely not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the recipe of the totem. The spatial anchor. Here we go. Now we're talking. Okay, so 3 stone and ironwood core. Yay! Yeah! I think a screen shake when breaking the stone is a bit sickening. IMR. I agree. I want to vomit now. What do you use ChatGPT for? Anything and everything. Whenever I got a problem, that's usually like my first go-to. Like, whenever I need to Google, I just ask ChatGPT. I guess replace my Googling now, because it's a lot better. Okay. Yeah, so I just put the ironwood core in there now, right? I think we could spawn some ironwood throughout the forest biome. But we're kind of getting into a point where if we do the world gen here with the forest, ironwood tree, and we just make it like really rare, it probably won't even get generated in the forest. I keep forgetting that when I destroy it, I can't use it. That's kind of a problem. Okay, so if we regen this, right, just a bunch of times, yeah, we can get lucky and get one, but it's not a guarantee that the players will get an ironwood tree in here, right? So that's kind of annoying. So we could add some constraints to this world gen, but then the moment we add constraints, it becomes a whole fucking ordeal. Like, how do you mathematically add constraints to a biome? Like the entire biome. So say we want to add only 1 or 2 or 3, just say 1 to keep it simple. Say at a minimum we... At a minimum? I don't know, dude. Yeah. At a minimum, we want 1 ironwood tree in this biome. But this biome is split up into like, say like fucking 18 chunks, right? And at any given point, we're only generating like a little bit. If we have the same seed, it's gonna regen the exact same thing. So how do we work in the constraint of having 1 ironwood tree, let's say 1 and only 1, into the biome, given that it's split up into different chunks? Don't know. I'm sure we can figure it out though. I'm a piss. BRB. Just have a counter for the thing you want to generate and increment it by the end of it. If it's not generated, replace one of the already generated objects. That's a good idea. It's a pretty good idea. At a min count arg. It would be min count for like the chunk though. That's my problem. What game engine is he using? Using Scratch. So the thing is, like, we could separate it out into like completely different paths. Then again, can't really do that because we're not generating the whole thing at once. So that's kind of annoying. We could generate the whole thing at once, but that's cringe. I need to store some accumulator / counter in the buffers the loop that generates a chunk. Yeah, so the thing that I could see happening is, like, if we're the last chunk in the thing, we have to generate it, right? That's like a constraint. That feels kind of messy though. Because we're generating it chunk by chunk, right? Like we're not generating the whole biome in one go. We're generating like little pieces of the biome. So we could have like a we have this generate chunk function, and this is just what get calls every time a new chunk gets generated that we need. I'm trying to think of like the easiest way of doing this. Like, how do we easily add constraints to this system? Let's ask ChatGPT. I've got a bunch of chunks. I am generating a bunch of chunks for a game. Say there's 20 in, well, just 10 in total. They each get incrementally generated as the player discovers them. They don't all get generated at once. How do I ensure that? Let's say inside the chunks, there's a bunch of random entities. How do I ensure that there is at least one entity of a specific... This is so fucking butchered, but I'm sure it'll figure it out. How do I ensure there is at least one entity of a specific type throughout the whole 10 chunks? That doesn't even make sense to me. I don't know how it's gonna make sense to GPT-4 Turbo. But maybe it'll figure something out, you know. When the entity of a specific type appears in the 10 chunks while maintaining the randomness of entity generation as a bit of handle planning and the manipulation of your random generation logic. Here's what you could do. Decide in which chunk you will guarantee the appearance of the specific entity. Okay. Cool. When generating entities for each chunk, you can use a conditional statement to check if the current chunk is the chosen one for the guaranteed appearance. Okay, this is actually a good idea. If it is, ensure that the specific entity is generated within the chunk. The other chunks proceed to use your random generation logic. Okay, so but now the problem is like we've just shifted the problem into the chunk. Because within the chunks, we're now looping over all the tiles, and for each tile, we're like generating something for the tile. So, well, I guess we just select which tile it has to be on, right? That makes sense. And it could even just be the first tile. I don't know. That seems kind of weird though. That's a strategy for allow the possibility of appearing in multiple chunks but still guaranteeing at least one. After ensuring its presence is in the predetermined chunk, you could give it a small chance of appearing in other chunks as well. Yeah, right. Okay, so up front, the constraint, we're basically just adding another set of constraints to the whole system, right? Instead of like this weighted way of generating things, we're adding in like a new kind of system on top of this to ensure that shit happens. Again, this is kind of one of those problems where it's like not actually a problem right now until I observe it in playtesting. Though like there's a pretty good chance that it will be a problem. But like 9 out of 10 people won't run into it, right? It's a random problem. Randomly, someone's gonna get fucked at some point. So if we're trying to like ship it to Steam, this has to be solved. But for this next playtest, it doesn't really have to be solved. So we could just call the problem not a problem right now and move on. Constraint for ensuring at least one one ironwood tree is generated in the forest. Actually, it's kind of like a different way of generating things, right? It's like to do. Forced generation insertion. I guess we'll call it something like that, right? We basically say we wanna ensure that X ironwood trees are generated in the forest biome. We could also just do the same thing for trees and whatnot. In fact, we could literally just rework the generation algorithm to be completely this. We force generate stuff. But then we're placing little things in at different spots. And that can get tricky because the more we place, the harder it is to randomly pick a spot. So we could put everything in an array ahead of time and then shuffle it around. That could work. Basically, we're just changing the algorithm to be different. Yeah, to be different. Coming from AAA, if it completely fucks one out of 100 people, every single player will find it. The law of the universe. Yo. Guarantee you, first playtest I watch, no one's gonna be able to find a tree. No, this will be fine. Okay. So then, like, we basically just do a pre-pass on, like, this shit. Maybe. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Alright, so let's say we've got, like, the chunk to generate in, right? How do we derive that? How the flippy heck and fuck do we derive that? We would need to get, like, the bounds of the biome that we're in. That's a nice looking shady link. Nobody click on that. Can this run on my Samsung fridge? Port coming soon. Name of the game? Arcane Survival. Do exclamation point game to find the things. Yeah. Oh. Algorithms for generations I've used. Interesting. This better not be a Rick roll. Better not be a Rick roll. Oh, it's an image. It's a ChatGPT list I mean, it looks like one. Pellet noise, yeah. Simplex, yeah. Veroni, yeah. Diamond square algorithm, fractal terrain generation algorithm use midpoint displacement techniques to reduce height maps. Interesting. Wave function collapse. Ooh. I mean, this is a biome placement algorithms. Often rule-based, these algorithms distribute biomes according to environmental factors, defining entity placement within each biome. I want more on this. What are some good biome placement algorithms? Veroni is what you need here, I think. Trying to think of like what's the simplest thing I need to solve. Got any suggestions on text rendering? You asking the wrong guy, dude. I am fucking look how good my text rendering is, right? We adjust the UI size so it's uneven and take a peep at all the artifacts. Oh, it's just fucking braked. This done braked, boys. Desync collision. Okay. Fuck you. Why? 5507. User 5507. Why did that break? Yeah, you've got your answer now. I don't know why that broke. But yeah. R. Ah, I see. I see what I'm doing. I see. Okay, where is it? It's in like edit struct, this guy. Okay, name, it.name, that's the issue. We need to like wrap you. T-print. It.name underscore. T? Can we just like put the type in? I think so. That should fix things. I basically just had a key collision for my UI system. Uh-oh. That's very readable. I like it. There we go, a lot better. In fact, I could, pretty. I swear I have like a function that makes the snake case pretty. Snake to pretty string, yeah. What a name. Look at that. Look at those clean strings now. Now we're talking. Alright, that one happened now. Cool. Alright, little side quest. Boop. Debug, struct, UA, collisions. Okay, back to it. Like I said earlier, we could skip over this problem. Or we could solve it. Which one? Do you think it's important for a game developer to play a lot of good games? I'll reword that to say it's important to have inspiration from somewhere that is a game. That feels good. For example, like the fun that I'm chasing in this game just comes from like all my time spent in survival games and like building a base. So that's the thing that I'm chasing. And I think that'll just easily translate over to it being fun as well. So yeah. So a recap of the current problemo is that I'm struggling to talk as time goes on more and more. So to recap this, we basically want to get like this tree guaranteed spawn in the forest biome at least once. Or even just once. We'll say guaranteed spawn like once, right? So in order to do that, first I need to figure out, okay, which chunk is it guaranteed to spawn in? To do that, we need to get like a random chunk of random int range fucking woo Zooey mama. Now we're talking. I think that means it's time for another can of programmer juice. What do you reckon, boys? You stay up to date on compile versions? Yeah, I stay up to date. For the most part. I don't think I'm fully up to date. I think I'm like 1 or 2 versions behind. And updating is usually pretty painless. Like there's always at least one compiler error that I need to fix. The biggest change was recently when John introduced this whole thing with the allocators. Like for example, if you want to pass down like an allocator, you can now do that. Like that was the biggest fix, the biggest update that I had to go through and fix things for. But for the most part, it's pretty painless. It's just one or two things I gotta patch up. The other thing is like, because I've got some modules. Usually the source of the error is like a module like runtime support or whatever. Like he's changed something there, so I got to pull in the new runtime support, but then copy across all the changes I made to runtime support. So that's where it kind of gets a little hairy for like existing modules that I've like changed and copied over. But again, it's not too big of a deal. It's always like fucking 10 minutes, if that. The only thing that recently broke for me was the libraries. Relib, for example, used to work perfectly, but now I need to manually link system libs in certain order for it to work. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't use relib, so I wouldn't know. There was one instance of me trying to like in Tracy, that was like, which is the fucking profile, that was something to do with libraries breaking, and I had to like force import something like a DLL, but yeah, it's pretty good. Your ship decreases like 10% on every burp. I would think it would increase, to be fair. Tracy's a bit of a pain, I only use it when I have to. Yeah. Are you in Jai, Mari? Because it's pretty easy for me. Like, it kind of just works. Use Rust? Oh, okay. Yeah, in Jai, it just gets auto-inserted into every function. Well, you can have it do that. I don't know how Rust is, but it is a pain in the ass in terms of like getting it hooked up, I guess. Like all I really do is I just come up here and then I just enable Tracy, rebuild Tracy, run it, and now I've just got Tracy, right? Like, oh look, let me do a little profile-y thing. What do we got here, right? I think it's not too annoying. I think I saw a tweet where John said he only wanted good programs. I mean, maybe. Good program is in the context of like, if you're over your OOP hump. I think that's probably what he means. Otherwise, you're kind of in for a shock when you use the language. Are you still working on the same game after 10 years? What kind of weed y'all smoking in Australia? Some good weed. We tried Focus. Briefly. Had too many features missing for me though. Like, can't remember what exactly. Or a Vim. That's a big one. Okay. What are we doing? Chunk generation. Yeah, so we need to get the bounds of the biome that we're in, right? To do that, what do we need? Well, the thing is, the way I'm even like fucking generating the biomes to begin with is like, it's just a fucking if chain with radiuses, right? So I don't know, dude. We could switch to generating the chunks with something better. But I don't know how I get the min and the max chunks in a biome. Don't know, dude. How's the biome generated? You're looking at it right here. If the chunk is greater than or equal to the rocky radius, it's the Firelands. Blah, 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 blah. That's how we select which biome this chunk is. So have a counter for the thing you want to generate, increment it by the end. Replace one of the already generated objects. We can't do that. Because the biome generates incrementally. Right? The biome's split up into chunks. So if the play is running in, it's generating chunk by chunk by chunk. That means that if nothing was generated, it would like wait towards the end of the chunk and it would generate in the last chunk every single time. So like the world gen would be skewed towards the end. Which isn't the end of the world, at least it's in. Right? But I kind of want a better fix than that. I'm now blind, owie owie. Big L. The chunk is the X position of the chunk. The chunk is the chunk. So if it's chunk 0, chunk 0, chunk 1, chunk 1. The X position of the chunk is whatever the chunk is, 1 times whatever the chunk width is. That's the X position. Like the thing is like this is the entire, this is the biome gen, right? The biome gen. It's like how do we extract the constraints of this and get like the min and the max for this function. So we want like a we're just returning a biome kind. Ooh, okay. Here's an idea. We need to create a biome generation system to do this, I think. Yeah, my brain's way too fried to be fucking thinking at this level. It's like just broken. So we can kind of like throw in a to-do here. We need to figure out how to get the bounds of a biome. The start / end chunk. Then we can pick a chunk to put the thingy thing in. But me brain fried, me fix later. Bye bye. Okay, and we're gonna push that up. Iron, wood, biome gen constraints attempt. And we're gonna call it good enough because it's not really a problem. It's only a problem if you think it's a problem, you know? That's what I like to say. Look at this. This guy's generating, right? What chill? If we regen this a couple times, I mean, what? You know, it's pretty often that we're not getting what we want, which is kind of cringe. Is that like half the time we're actually getting something? Kind of sussy. That's alright. Because they spawn a lot in the rocky biome anyway, so who cares? Moving on. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah. Do you not have your min-max right there on the radio? Yeah, I do. I do, but it's like, I don't know how I like parameterize this, like pull it out into a different function so I can like reuse it. So I say like, you know, we could probably do this. Get biomes. Get biome range. Yeah, we just fucking do this. Why not, mate? Why not? Range 1i. Yeah, like that. That could work, right? And then we'll just use that in here instead. So that could work. Thank you for that wake-up call. Joey. Oh, sorry, not Joey. Joel. What's up? Thought that L was a Y. Regardless, do you have any closing thoughts on that 3D to 2D approach? Yeah, it was overkill. I needed to just work on the game design, which is what I'm doing now. Yeah. I would like to do it, but it's just like ultimately a lot of fucking work. You gotta actually learn how to do 3D shit, which is interesting. Interesting. Could do something here. Smiley face. Alright. So, yeah, that's kind of working. The player is now throttled. I guess we can just check that off, honestly. Like that's a W. rare material in the forest. I'd like to do something other than the ironwood tree though. So we're kind of just reusing the ironwood tree. The problem with 2D rigging is you don't get that third dimension. So if you're swinging a sword from like horizontally in front of you, that's kind of hard. I don't know, but like most of pixel art, yeah. I feel like you could get away with it, honestly. And that might actually be a nice middle ground. GPT-4 is really good. Like, way better than 3.5. Like, genuinely really great for programming. Like, there have been times where I've like literally just given it fucking dry code, and then it's just like filled out functions for me that I like couldn't be asked writing. Simple functions like, for example, the weighted, this guy, random weighted. ChatGPT wrote this entire thing. I literally copy and pasted it from ChatGPT and it compiled. Like, I gave it a little sample of what the Jai syntax was like earlier. Yeah. It wrote that whole thing. And it just worked. You think you can convert pseudocode to actual code? Yeah, absolutely. For sure. Fight doesn't know anything and remembers anything in regards to Jai. Yeah, it kind of knows what Jai is. Kind of doesn't. It's more so like you're giving it an example of what the syntax is like, and then it's just inferring, just extrapolating out from there, right? So, you know, that's kind of cool. So that's what makes me think it could easily convert pseudocode into actual code. Like, I wonder if we ask it, give me a program written in Jai. Yeah, not really. Run program. It's a directive that tells the Jai compiler to run this program. Is that like an actual thing? I don't know. I don't know. Thanks, ChatGPT. Yeah, it does a pretty good job if you feed it some shit. Hallucinating. Yup. Okay, I'm getting kind of fucking exhausted at this point. Like, my brain isn't moving quick. But I kind of want to finish this off. What are we even finishing off? Good question. Special anchor cost. I Like, I want a rare material in the forest, not just a fucking ironwood tree. I want like a flower or some shit, right? And it'd be better if the player could grow it. I think we'll tackle that tomorrow though, because I'm pretty fucking done. It's funny how I was like, yeah, we're gonna plow through this thing. Didn't do a single task. Just did this. And some other things. I can't even remember what I did. World regen. Ironwood placed like jack shit, dude. You know what? Sometimes it's just one of these days. You know what I'm saying, boys? Sometimes it's just one of those days. Oh. It should say how a sailor, yeah. It should. And that was an arrow. Alright boys, well I think I'm gonna call there. What an excellent day filled with progress and content. Where we added these blank sprites, and that's about it. Oh well, sometimes you win some. Sometimes you spend 4 hours doing side quests. I will be on again in maybe not tomorrow, maybe the day after. I've got to finish recording this video and getting the script done. I think. Or I might just be on tomorrow to finish things off, because I need to finish off basically this entire thing. Like all the spatial anchor stuff, all this, and then ship out version 14. So I might just keep doing stream after stream. I might just offline grind tomorrow so I can get a bit more done. We'll see. I guarantee that I will be on at some point in the future. There you go. I'll see you then, boys. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Good luck with all your projects.